Hey, factoids. This is your boy, Lex here. Welcome back to another episode of the Lex Factor Show. Sorry for the long waits. Life happens, okay? Life. But without further ado, let's welcome back our awesome co-host. Please give it up for a round of applause for Tyle Touchdown.
Yeah, hey guys, how you doing? Well, it's Halloween and I had a little accident today, guys. Never jump into a pile of leaves with a wet sucker.
Ew.
Hey, you saw me earlier. I'm showing you the videos. I was like, Tyler, why do you have all leaves on you?
Are you becoming the new Dr. Wily robot, Leaf Man? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Leaf Man.
No, I basically turned into Linus.
But anywho, yes, Halloween is tomorrow, but we wanna talk about this so bad because we just got done watching season 2 of Castlevania, and oh my goodness, it was worth the wait. Because
it was worth the wait.
Because
yeah.
They pushed it back because we thought we was gonna get it in July, but no, they said they pushed it back, and we was like, what? Why? But when we finally got it last week, oh my goodness, it was worth the wait.
Oh yes, it was really worth it.
Oh my goodness. So, Tyler, what did you think of, before we get into the talk about our thoughts about it? What was your reaction when you first saw episode 1 of season 2?
When I very first saw it, okay. Well, the first episode of it, I mean, yeah, it kind of has the same thing going for it, where it's taken a little bit of time to establish what the heck is going on. Well, this time, unlike season 1, season 2, we actually get to see exactly how Lisa got in trouble, so to say.
Yeah, and my God, yeah, it goes to show that some people of the church are they think they think everything you do is witchcraft.
Yeah, well, this is what I've always said. I mean, everybody's been saying. I have been hearing for a while, ever since Castlevania first premiered. Everybody thought there was an anti-faith statement going on. I'm like, no, there isn't. If there was an anti-faith statement going on, you wouldn't be seeing Trevor Belmont using holy water against monsters. I'm not going to say there's an anti-faith statement going on, but I will more along the line say an anti-church statement, because this takes place around the time of the Inquisition. So
yeah. A lot of people didn't know that, but some people do. But oh my goodness. But when me and Danielle was getting ready to watch season 2, she had to remind herself, so she had to watch season 1. So yeah.
Yeah. And well, of course, season 1 on the other hand, that was different, because for season 1, I don't even think Dracula was the main villain of that one. I actually thought it was the Bishop of Gratiate.
No, yeah, him and his followers were, because in the beginning of the first episode of season 1, Lisa just wanted to the knowledge to help people, but surprise, the bishop thinks and she's doing witchcraft, and she's possessed by Satan himself. Like, ugh.
Yeah, good lord.
And yeah, when we saw Dracula walking home, he see his home destroyed. They killed his wife, but she saw that old lady. It was cool that he told her that the only time I'll be good to you. Go away. Go away. This is the last time I show compassion. And then he bought hell.
Well, yeah, and that does actually add on to the story of it, because, between, there's a 300-year gap in the games between Lament of Innocent, where Matthias Krongfist became Dracula, and then to Castlevania 3. like, there's a 300-year gap. I mean, Dracula was not doing crap to humanity. I mean, the only time he was killing somebody was mainly just to defend himself, like, going, get off my lawn, you know? It was basically like that, but then, okay, you know, he's just basically minding his own business for about 300 years, and then somebody does this to his wife, he's like, oh, that's it, I've had enough of this shit.
Yeah, I would do the same thing too. Like, I try to live like man does, but you want to do this? Fine. I won't bring hell on you.
Well, yep, that's what happens. When somebody gives you lemon, you make lemonade.
In the introduction of Trevor, I just can't forget that. That was so funny. That bar scene always made Danielle laugh like, please leave my testicles alone.
Oh, God, poor Trevor. Well, not only that, okay, I always found it funny. The very first scene in that damn bar, it starts off with a joke about guys talking about goat fucking, of all things.
Then all of a sudden, he's talking about that bald-headed drunk guy talking about he hate the rich people and all that, and then he says he cursed the Belmonts, and then all of a sudden you see Trevor like, oh shit. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, and, okay, yeah, and I really loved, I still love how Trevor Belmont is portrayed in this.
Yeah, because, he started off as a drunk guy who just drinks, sleeps, and move on to another town.
Well, which, okay, considering his circumstances, you get that. I mean, because yeah, this is falling in line with the league that he was excommunicated, but, well, in the games, the church decides to rely on him because they don't have much of a choice. I mean, you don't get a sense of that in this, I'm afraid. No, you don't. You just see his family was banished, and then he's just I'm a drunk, so I don't care. I don't care. Well, I mean, you get it considering his situation. You understand that. Yeah, but oh my goodness, on the second to last episode, he got his shit together and took on that Marvel. I was like, oh my goodness, like that was awesome, man. The way how he used that small axe, I was like, he used it. Oh yes, that was my favorite part. But yeah, in fact, that episode was my favorite in season 1. But it wasn't not just because of little things like that. No, because my favorite part in this is when he goes down into the mausoleum to fight that stone-eyed Cyclops, where we get introduced to our other character, Cypher Melendez, and I always love that scene because that's exactly what happens in Castlevania 3. That's how Trevor met Cypher. Yeah, and when I first saw that episode, I was like, wait a minute, I know that monster. It's from Dracula's Curse. Oh, yeah, and that's exact. I mean, that's. And if anybody asks me if I remember when I was a kid, always playing that part of Castlevania 3, and if I was asking myself, what would happen if this was turned into an animated series or a film? This scene in particular, I'm saying to myself, you know what? This is pretty damn close. I'll take it. Yeah, and it was cool that she knows that he jumped on her while he was fighting that Cyclops. I was like, did you jump on me? Like, yeah. Well, that was rude. Well, yeah, it's funny. I mean, I can just tell by looking at it. I mean, they spend most of the time bickering with one another. I'm like going, yeah, you know Trevor and Cypher are going to get together. You just know it. Yeah, and then it was cool when Trevor saw that one priest who was bigger with him on one of the episodes. He was like, you're the one who turned the people against me. And it was cool, like how the angry mob of how you pronounce that town name again? Gilshit. Angry mob. No, the town that they was in. Gray shit. Yeah. Gray shit. When it was the town of Gray shit, yeah. The whole town was backing up Trevor, and then all of a sudden you see the mob just stabbing their knives into that one
one priest. I was like, jeez.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. This is a brutal. This is like, oh god. I mean, when I knew they were making a series for this, I had a feel. I knew they had to make it brutal, considering all the horror imagery that's always gone along with Castlevania. But god damn.
I know, right? I'm like, jeez. And what else? Oh yeah. And when they met Alucard, man, that was a good fight right there.
Yeah, and of course that's exactly what I was kind of expecting, because that's how Trevor met Alucard in Castlevania 3. Well, he comes out of a coffin, and he comes out and he fights Trevor because he wants to test his skills to see if he has what it takes to go through it. Well, the only thing they did here is instead of going with that mohawk-looking Dracula sprite that they used for Castlevania 3, they went with the version that Alucard was in Symphony of the Night, which is fine because that's the version everybody knows him for, which is the great update.
Yeah, and me and Danielle loved this one scene when Trevor tried to kick them in the then Alucard's like this. He's like
oh god, yeah, I love that scene.
Yeah, and Alucard said this. He said, "Have some class. This isn't a bar fight."
This is what happens. All of a sudden, he kicks him in. Trevor kicks him in the nuts. He looks down for a moment. Then he looks back up with him as if to say, and then he just goes, "Please, this is not a bar fight. Have some class."
Oh my goodness! And then after that fight, yeah, it was a test. It was a test to see if Trevor was worthy. And then after that, he got on his iconic outfit, and then they walked off to go face off Dracula. And I kept telling people, like, yes, 4 episodes is enough because they're just giving us a taste of it. And then here we are, it's season 2. My God. And oh my goodness, seeing Dracula's console. Wow.
Yes, and I mean, well, they didn't actually go into very many of them. I mean, well, of course, then again, Dracula's never really had a huge console that I knew of. Mm-hmm. At least I didn't know until today. I mean, well, and they established a few characters. Okay, well, first of all, let's start with the character they made specifically for this. A Viking vampire named Godbrand.
Yeah, and Danielle looked up the voice actor for him, and she was like, "I know him. I recognize him."
Really?
No, in other movies and TV shows that the guy did. I forgot it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Sorry, but sorry I didn't write this down, people. I thought I knew it by heart.
I didn't write it down either. Well, we should talk about voice talent too. I mean, you still have Richard Armitage back as Trevor. I mean, he still does good. You have James Collis back as Alucard, still good. You have Alexandria Rojario. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Sorry.
Yeah, and
she's back as Sypha. She's still good about it. And and Graham McTarvish is back as Dracula as well. And new to the cast is Theo James as Hector.
Yeah, and that guy who did the voice of Isaac, I'm not going to pronounce his name because,
yeah, that name, Jesus Christ, that name is hard to pronounce.
So it's A. McCormick.
Yeah, yeah. McCormick with a Q, if I think is what it is.
Yeah, and just an M, and M with apostrophe and C. Yeah, and Peter Stormare as Godbrand. Hope I pronounced his name right.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in The Big Lebowski, Fargo, and he was on.
Yeah, that's right. He was.
Yeah, and he was on Prison Break.
Yeah, and of course they brought back an actor we know of, Matt Fuhr.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he's been around for a while. I mean, we know him for being Mr. Thompson, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know him for being Moloch from Watchmen. Or you remember that comedy film Short Time?
What's it called again?
Short Time.
I vaguely remember. I think I've seen 1 or 2 episodes.
It's that film with Dabney Coleman where he plays this cop who thinks he's only got 2 weeks left to live, so he goes on a freaking crazy spree trying to get himself killed on the job.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah, Matt Fuhr's in that. He plays his partner in it. Oh god, that movie has one of the coolest and funniest car chases I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Yeah, he's the bishop in this series, so.
Yeah, and yes, people, this is Matt Fuhr, the guy with his alter ego, Max Headroom. Yes.
Yes, that's what everybody knows him for, is Max Headroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Danielle has the whole series on DVD.
Really? She has the whole Max Headroom series?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That is cool.
She found it at a thrift store.
Oh, lucky. Jeez. God, that girlfriend of yours, she always gets so lucky with these finds.
Sorry to get off topic for a minute, but yeah, I watched OK Chief's latest video, and guess what he found at a Goodwill for $1?
What?
The Dreamcast version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I was like,
oh. Oh, good lord. Oh, god dang it, Chief. You got so lucky on that.
I was like, where is this luck when I go to Goodwill? Where's my luck?
Yeah, I mean, come on. The only game I've ever found at a Goodwill for an affordable price is GTA 3 Black Label.
Nice. Oh, and yes, people, going back on topic, man, the episodes were getting very good, and it was funny to see Trevor and Alucard bicker, but the introduction of Carmilla, when I first saw her, I said, she's up to no good, and look what she did.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing they do with this, okay. Carmilla in the series was usually always loyal to a fault with Dracula, but in this, no, she's actually, oh, good lord, I mean, this is a character you love to hate.
Yeah, try to get Dracula's castle to the town where the Belmonts were used to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh god, she knows where Trevor and them are at, but no, she just want to go there for her own accord.
Yep.
But my god, and it was cool that Trevor only had 2 humans in his council. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and okay, and plus, while we get to those characters now, I mean, first we gotta talk about Hector.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Okay. Yes, and I actually thought, well, okay. Now, I've actually been in discussions with some people about this, and I've seen a lot of complaints about some of these. I mean, some people hold the Castlevania lore very close to them, and yeah, I can get some of the complaints, but at the same time, at the same time, you have to understand when it comes to retellings. I mean, you can be faithful to something as well as trying something different at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as you're really good about it. And now, I remember this. See, one of the executive producers and one of the big creative forces behind this series, Alicia Carr, I believe his name is. Yes. You know, you've probably heard of this guy. He's responsible for something called the Bootleg Universe.
Yeah.
Yes, and also, who do you think is mainly getting the credit for giving us that last film for Judge Dredd?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes, he did that. Well, anyway, I subscribed to his work, and then about 6 months... Huh?
What?
Okay, yeah. Well, anyway, I do subscribe to him on Facebook, and then I'd say about 4 months ago, yeah, about that time, he announced that Hector was going to be introduced, and a lot of us flipped out. I mean, I brought my friend Noel into this, who's a Curse of Darkness fan, and we were all excited about this to know that, yes, Curse of Darkness is finally going to get some more exposure now.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. And, okay, we were actually back and forth. I mean, my friend Noel's like going, okay, I'm going to cosplay as Hector one of these days now. I was like going, okay, Noel, if you do it, I will gladly bring back my Richter cosplay. And then guess what? The freaking executive producer chimed in on our discussion on that post. He's like going, hey, if you guys do it, I will gladly cosplay as Grant. And we're like going, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. The executive producer of Castlevania was actually nice enough to respond to us during all this this fun stuff we were talking about on Hector.
Yeah, I wish I was on that. I wish I was on that talk because I really want to cosplay as the lesser known Belmont. You know.
Yeah, and well, anyway, okay. As far as they got Hector goes, okay. They got his story down exactly right, where he's the son of an alchemist, and he mainly was, he's really a softie. He hates seeing animals die, so he's always bringing them back to life, because he likes keeping them as pets and everything.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody always thought he was a weirdo just because, as a kid, because he had silver hair and he has this affinity for animals, so to say.
Yeah, and oh, his parents, jeez.
Oh, yeah, they never actually... Okay, in the original source material, I never knew he had an abusive family. Even though it was hinted at, I think they're actually showing something more tragic happened to him to make him hate humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, he doesn't hate humanity, not exactly. It's just he's never had a pleasant interaction with any humans, so...
Yeah, because everybody thought he was a freak, and his parents were abusive to him, and then that one night, he did something to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, of course, in the original source material in his backstory, it's actually the town church that gets burned, and he gets blamed for it, so he just runs away. And then, as a kid, he ends up finding Dracula, and Dracula trains him to be a devil forger. Well, that doesn't happen here. He actually just trained himself to all this. Dracula just comes to him whenever he needs an army.
Oh, yeah. And then it was cool when they showed a flashback of how Dracula went to him when he needs an army.
Yeah.
I said that was cool.
Yeah, and then, of course, and that brings us to the other human that they introduced in this, Isaac.
Oh, man. Poor Isaac.
Yeah, poor Isaac, but at the same time, oh boy. I've had a few discussions with a lot of people about this. They're really disappointed, and okay, guys, I will address the elephant in the room on here. Yes, they changed Isaac's nationality.
Oh, okay.
Well, but that's not the reason why some people are really mad about this. I mean, look, I don't care if they changed him from white to black. I mean, that's whatever. I mean, it's just... This was the thing about Isaac in the source material. He had more of a shitty attitude. He was also a genocidal madman, so to say. And he just busted loose with that. I mean, he was always going... He just kind of had this, you know... Like, kind of think, you know, the whole Skeletor thing. I want to be evil. It has more of a charm to it, though. Yeah, well, he was a lot more like that. Well, in this one, they changed it up a bit to the point where I was not convinced this was the same Isaac, mainly because this guy is too cold.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so cold to the point where I was convinced this character is not a human being at all.
No, he's not. It looks like he's a killing machine because when you see his fighting moves, jeez.
Oh yeah, this guy is a freaking machine in this.
And my God, every time when he disciplined himself, I was like, jeez, man. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I know. And of course, that was another thing. Well, of course, they're changing the backstory of him where he was into slavery. Well, okay, yeah, it works with this version, but at the same time, I really, really think this is going to kind of... I don't think they thought this through very much because, like I said, we're supposed to be going into an adaptation of Curse of Darkness now with a later season, and well, okay, if they're going on this route, I'm willing to say I don't think Isaac has any family at all, and if they're doing that, that means they're not going to introduce his sister Julia from Curse of Darkness, who is another fan favorite character from that game.
Man, I need to get this game.
Yeah, and well, and of course, the best way to say it, okay, well, Julia, you know how it goes since Symphony of the Night, there's always a character that basically acts as the spell merchant for you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, in Symphony of the Night, it was the Master Librarian, in let's see, in the Sorrow games, it was the Soldier Hammer, and in Lament of Innocence, it was Rinaldo Gandolfi, who invented the Vampire Killer Whip. Well, in this one, in Curse of Darkness, it was Isaac's sister, Julia, who is a full-blown witch, and yeah, his sister is the one of the few witches in Wallachia who avoided the burnings from the church. So yeah, in this route they're going with, I don't think we're gonna get Julia now. I'm like, oh damn it! But oh well. Well, of course, like I said with Ed before we started, I mean, we have some of the same problems as we have with season 1, where it's a case where you win some and you lose some.
Yeah, some of the writers had to make some sacrifices.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I'm not too worried. I'm not too mad about it. I mean, I get what the story they're telling, but at the same time, I'm like, you know.
True.
I mean, it's more of a nitpick. It's not a big grievance, but you see what I'm getting at here.
Yeah, I do.
But aside from that, yes, this is not Isaac from the Curse, the Isaac I know of from the original lore. But I mean, judging it by the show's own standards, okay, it works.
Yeah. And later down the road, they went to Trevor's home. And they found the library of all the stuff that other Belmonts had collected and everything.
God, dude, you have to look. I mean, there are so many throwbacks in that library. If you blink, you miss them.
Yeah, and for instance, Tyler, you told him the stuff what they missed if they didn't catch it.
Okay, first of all, let's see. You pointed this out before I did to most people on social networks that there's a portrait of Leon Belmont that's near the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's actually okay, but he's dressed up during his time when he was a knight of the church during the Crusades.
Yeah.
I love that outfit too.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, and of course, I mean, since Trevor lost his short sword in this, he actually uses Leon's sword through the duration of this. I'm like going, oh, cool! They're bringing that sword into it, and then there's, okay, and then he goes to a trunk and he gets the upgrade, so to say.
Yeah, and then, when he saw that trunk, he was like, what's this? And then when he opened it, before he opened it, I was like, oh God. And then we opened it, there it is! I'm like, and there it is!
Yeah, dude, that was my exact reaction. I was watching, I'm like, going, no way!
Like,
the freaking Madman did it!
Yes! They call it the Morningstar, but I said, screw that, it's the Vampire Killer! It's the
Not only that, here are some of the other references I noticed, okay? You have to look on the shelves really carefully, particularly the glass trophy cases. Okay, I actually noticed in one. There's one on the side when he's walking to get that trunk. If you look at those trophy cases on the side, let's see. I could see a Medusa head in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I could see a giant eyeball in there, which is also another character from it. And then you have to look very carefully. I saw a freaking stopwatch sub-weapon there. and then on the other side, on the other bookshelf, I could see some freaking holy water orbs. I'm like going, oh yes!
My God, people, yes. We're not lying. If you want to see this, go back and watch it.
Oh yes, yes.
And also, oh my goodness, that funny bit with that Viking vampire. I built bolted fuck. I was a funny like, dude, really?
Yeah, the way he said it is like, oh, don't you get? Hey, look, hey, Dracula may not have fed in a while, but I wouldn't be confident taking him in a fight. I mean, don't you get it? This is not a war. This is a suicide. His wife is dead. He wants to kill all of humanity. There's going to be no livestock, and this is a war. It's a suicide. He wants to take us all with him. We're all going to die.
Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, and I gotta admit, Hybrid, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of a reference to other characters, kind of like the werewolf character or something, or he could also be a reference to Image from Dawn of Sorrow as well, but no, this was an entirely original character, so to say, and I'm thinking, he was a joy.
Yeah.
I got a lot of laughs from this character.
Yeah, especially Danielle. Oh my goodness! But other than that, I like his army. Those cloak figures, man, they look cool.
Oh yeah,
they look very cool. And oh my goodness, every time when Dracula doesn't want their problems, there's Carmilla right there. Like, she's stirring the pot.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh. And also, remember that scene where he was about to move the castle, and you see that little hexagon thing, and me and Danielle pointed out, it's like, is that the save point from Symphony of the Night? You know?
Wait a minute. Oh my God! Yes, that was. Oh Jesus! I did not realize that. That is the fucking save point.
And me and Daniel said, "Oh, Dracula's is about to make a save. Is that a save point?"
Oh God! That I just now it clicks. I remember that now. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of which, we gotta talk about the scene that made you flip.
Before we get to that, I just want to tell you about, what do you think of Carmilla making Hector resurrect that evil bishop to bless that river?
Well, that was different. Well, at least we're not going to see that bastard come back. And well,
no, because
yeah. But by the way, there was another thing. I mean, with some of the monsters, guess what? Okay, I think it was episode 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The game where,
yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's the scene where Trevor and the gang are traveling back to his house. Those demon hordes attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you actually notice, there's 2 boss characters in there. It's the beak character with the spear, Slogra.
Yeah.
And then the flying gargoyle creature, Bygron.
Yeah, Slogra. Yeah. When me and Daniel said it, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, I mean, those, that was like the first boss fight you have in Symphony of the Night, but I remember you had to fight these characters individually in Castlevania 4. Oh, God. Screw Slogra!
I know, because your hitbox is so big. Sheesh.
Well, yeah, and his range was so quiet. That was, as much as I love Super Castlevania 4, that Slogra is one of the cheapest sons of bitches in the entire game.
Yeah, it's like when you make him knock off his when you make him lose his spear, that's when shit gets real.
Oh God! Oh, dude,
yeah,
you're making me flashback now.
Yeah, his partner. What's his name again? His partner, that gargoyle.
Bagon, I believe his name is.
Yeah, he's a cakewalk, but Slogra, ugh.
Yeah, Slogra sucks.
And on Symphony of the Night, you had to fight like 3 of them. I was like, what? Like, what?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's little hints like that. It's little touches like that actually get me.
Yeah, when Danielle saw that, she said, "Oh, I have flashbacks now." No. no, no.
Yeah, oh god, that boss fight. I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, no. Oh god, they're dead.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, well, yeah, and then I'm just cheering when they go down. I'm like going, yes! Because, yeah, that boss pissed me off to no end as a kid.
Same here, my friend, same here. And yes, people, Carmilla had an agenda because her vampire whore was at that town that she wanted to try to kill Dracula and his horde.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, oof. Like I said, this is different from what they're doing with Carmella. I mean, well, it works, okay? And plus, there's never been much of a backstory with Carmella to begin with. I mean, it's just basically her being a Dracula, just bring her back, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all it's ever been. I mean, this one, you have an extremely screwed up character that... oh, let me just tell you this, guys. Carmella... oh, boy. I hope this woman gets her ass whipped when the next season comes.
Same here, my friend. Same here. Oh, by the way, yeah. And here it is, people. On the second to last episode of season 2, when Trevor and the gang finally reaches Dracula's castle, and then the rest of the armies were fighting Carmilla, and Dracula's armies were fighting each other. Then all of a sudden they see Trevor and the gang, and then all of a sudden you hear the background music. I was like, wait, no, they're playing it. They're playing Bloody
Tears. They're actually
Tears.
playing Bloody Tears in it.
And I said to myself, I need to get this on my playlist. This is awesome.
Okay, yes, and that's another thing. I have to give credit to the music composer for this, Trevor Morris.
Yeah.
Yes, he did a respectable cover for Bloody Tears, but no. Well, for those of you who don't know, Trevor Morris has usually been the go-to guy when it comes to composing music for Netflix exclusive shows. I mean, who do you think actually did most of the composing for the music for the Netflix Marvel shows?
Yeah. yeah, there's a talk for that. Yeah, there's some stuff about Netflix I want to talk about, but I'm going to say that for another time.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
But yeah, all that fight scene, man, Cypher was a beast on there, especially Alucard. Gee.
Oh, yeah, oh god, you know what? I actually love the crap they did with Alucard on there. I mean, we see them do the Soul of the Wolf transformation.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, that is awesome.
This is the part that really got me when you saw Alucard fight. He's actually using telekinesis to control a sword. That's like the sword familiar from Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, me and Danielle pointed that out. We was like, does he have a sword familiar, or is just that his sword?
He's just using his own sword for it. Well, that was the thing about Alucard in that game. He could use his bare hands if he wanted to.
Well, he did, kind of.
And yes, I mean, of course, with Sypha, okay, yeah, she only uses fire spells and ice spells, but oh my god, it was creative how they did it with her in this.
You saw that one scene where she made that ice paper thin, and all of a sudden she aimed it up and
yeah, and then it just split them in half like a guillotine in a way.
I was like, jeez.
I'm like, okay, that was awesome. That was cool. I mean, yeah, Sypha is awesome in this, but this is one of the things I really love about this. Okay, they balanced the trio out because every single one of them have a moment to shine in this, and they all kick ass on their own.
Especially Trevor, man, he was a beast with the vampire killer.
Oh, yeah, the moment you see him use that Morningstar, just how creative he's getting with it, how he swings it around, then all of a sudden the freaking end goes into a guy's mouth, and then the sucker just blows up.
Yeah, I was like, jeez.
Like, going, god damn.
Yeah, and then Dracula and Isaac ran upstairs to regroup, and then all of a sudden you see You see Isaac swearing his life to Dracula. Then Dracula's like, no. And then he just tossed him back into the desert. I was like, why'd you do that?
Yeah. I don't get that one. Oh well. I see where they're going. I see what they're trying to set up here. So I'll go ahead and give that a pass still.
And oh my goodness, the fight between father and son. Jeez.
Oh yeah, and plus they actually treat him like one of the classic boss fights. I mean, come on. There's parts where he summons flaming boulders like you saw in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I was like, he used it. He used the Hellfire spell.
Yeah, God, the way he does it, he goes, I am Vlad Dracula Tepish, and I have had enough! I'm like, oh, holy shit.
What the voice actor who did Dracula, what's his name again?
What?
Who's the voice actor for Dracula again?
Graham McTavish.
Yeah, Graham McTavish, man. When you get him riled up doing voice act, I was like, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Well, Graham McTavish is always good. I mean, come on. This is Joseph Bertrand from Infamous we're talking about.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, I told you this last time we were talking about Castlevania. Of course, you know him better for being the British mercenary with a stick up his ass in Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Wow. But
yeah, he's got an awesome voice in this.
Yeah, and but that fight scene, man, it looks like a fight between Terry Bogard and Krauser. Like, jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh god damn, that was so awesome to see.
Man, they was going through a wall like nothing.
Oh yeah.
But when they slap into one room, and then all of a sudden Dracula sees it like, this is your room. I am killing my son.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, I'm gonna say that out of all the adaptations of Dracula I've seen, this is hands down the best. And everybody, okay, I've heard this complaint. Everybody, from some people in discussion, saying like, God, they made Dracula too weak. I'm like going, are you people mad? Did you see how much of a freaking beast he was in the fight?
I know, right? That's Dracula. That's freaking Dracula.
Dude, that's the kind of Dracula I would not want to run into in a dark alley, ever.
Same here. Oh my goodness. But, oh my goodness. And then, out of nowhere, Alucard staked his own father.
Yeah, and of course, Trevor decapitates him and Sypha burns the remains.
Yeah, he told Alucard to stand back, and then whoosh.
Yeah, and of course, now that leads to the final episode and where they're heading in this direction.
Yeah, because we both knew that Sypha and Trevor was gonna, yeah.
Yeah, we all know they're gonna get together at this point. We stated that before, and okay, for the next season, I think it's setting up that Carmella is going to be the main villain of this one.
Yeah, because, like, geez, look what she did to Hector.
Oh, God, yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen to poor Hector.
Yeah, I thought Hector was going to run away, but nope, they captured him.
Well, yeah, because I thought that was what would happen. He'd run away because that was the thing about him. He was known as a traitor to Dracula. Well, he's still a traitor, but it's mainly due to extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in this one, I think when they're setting him up, he's actually going to become a traitor to all vampires, because now he's going to be put in a position where he thinks vampires are even worse than humans are at this point. Well, come on, if you're being treated this way by one like Carmella, you know that's probably going to change his outlook.
Yeah. And Isaac, oof.
Oh yeah, where he actually took some mercenaries and he turned them in. He decided to make his own army for the hell of it.
Yeah, and then at the end, after when Trevor and Sypha left, you see Alucard all alone.
Oh, this is another thing. that was another nice throwback they did to Symphony of the Night. Like in the games, whenever you're going to libraries or certain spots that have chairs, whenever Alucard would sit down, he would either see a ghost join him or a vision from one of his past memories. They actually do that with him here. Whenever he sits down, he's seeing visions of a past memory, or you could say it's probably a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice callback they did there too. But of course, this is far from over yet, because for one thing, Castlevania did not collapse.
Yeah, it's still standing, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, that as Alucard says, he's staying because he wants to stay. He wants to stay at his dad's castle because he doesn't want people to raid it. And Trevor told him that my home is yours now. Wow.
Well, yeah, and but of course, here's how it's going to go for the next season. Okay, now Richard Armitage did confirm there's going to be a season 3.
Yeah.
Well, I assuming they're probably going to have to go with a season 4. My assumption is going to be this: season 4 is going to be a full-fledged retelling of Curse of Darkness with Hector as the main focus. While season 3, that would actually bridge the Castlevania 3 and Curse of Darkness, because there's a 3-year time gap between there.
Yeah, and for you people who are listening, the ending of Castlevania Season 2, the last episode, when you see Alucard crying, it means that he now understands his father's pain, because he had to, his mother is dead, he just killed his father, and now he's all alone.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, and I see he understands what he did. He understands this was the only way to stop him. But at the end, it's still his father he killed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would drive... I think any rational person would actually feel some regret on doing that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene. I was gonna say that scene made me and Danielle cry, because we understand.
Well, of course, I always love the bickering between one, and then okay, this was also a funny moment that happened at the end. Okay, when Trevor's waves goodbye, Alucard smiles and then just gives him the bird.
Yeah.
So everybody, I saw some people sharing that screenshot. It's like, greatest moment in Castlevania ever. Because that was the thing, because the way they're going out with Alucard in this, he's basically still a teenager trapped in an adult's body, which that kind of makes sense because he's very, very young.
Yeah, and I just hope if Alucard does return for another season, I just hope if he spots Maria and she asked him about, have you seen Richter? I just hope they have you seen Richter Belmont? And then all of a sudden you see Alucard thinking Belmont?
Yeah, I'd love to see that too. Well, of course, I don't think it's over yet. Even though Alucard was not in Curse of Darkness, I have a feeling he's just going to be behind the scenes for now.
Yeah, because Carmilla just want to try to take over lands.
Yeah, and okay, now I'm going to address some things this is one thing that everybody got disappointed about. Okay, we did not get Grant in this.
Sadly, no.
Yeah, well, okay, guys. Here, I'm gonna lay this out for you guys. I think the reason why they decided not to have Grant in this is because, okay, even though he's still a fan favorite character, I think in a storytelling sense, the writers thought, his skills are not impressive enough to join him for fighting Dracula on this. Well, I'm thinking, here's what's gonna happen. Carmella is going to be the big force of. The next one, I have a feeling they're going to do that story where he's actually going to lead a rebellion against them, and while the rebellion gets killed, Carmella turns him into a monster, which is another thing they're doing with this. They're doing devil forging in this in a different manner, where in the classics, Hector and Isaac could just summon monsters out of thin air, but in this one they need vessels to do so. Like they establish. You need a corpse in order to make a monster. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a corpse. You can I'm assuming you can do this among the limits. So I'm assuming, yes, we're actually going to get Grant meeting Sypha and Trevor as a monster, and he's been turned that way because Carmella has control over Hector's powers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't count Grant out of the game yet. I mean, I think they're just taking their time to get to him. And also, speaking of characters I really, really wanted in this, and it didn't happen, I'm just going to ask 2 words for you. Where's Death?
Alucard.
Yeah, where's Death? I mean, come on. I mean, that's the thing about Dracula. He has control over death itself. And I mean that literally, people.
Yeah, because every Castlevania game, you gotta fight him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, God, I really hope they find a way to put Death in there.
Or maybe they pulled the Castlevania. Maybe they pulled the Castlevania 2 on him. They just walk by him. It's like, Belmont. At last, I will find it. Hey, where you going? Come back here. I'm not through with you.
Okay, now you're making me think of the other interaction between Alucard and Trevor, where they're just bickering. It's like going, eat shit and die. Yes, fuck you.
Oh my goodness. But yes, people, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, because if you haven't seen Castlevania Season 2 yet, please go watch it. We really recommend
this.
Please
do. And also, I did tell you this earlier, that since this season dropped, I've actually looked online. The sales for the video game Curse of Darkness has been trending pretty high.
And you know what that means?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I saw somebody trying to sell a Black Label copy on the PS2 for like $128. I'm like, oh, no. No.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. No, don't do that.
Look, I mean, come on. I mean, look, if it's factory sealed, yeah, this game would be probably maybe $40 at the max from what I checked on value. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this. If you're going to try and sell me a PS2 game that's over 10 years old, but you're trying to sell me for $150, you better be giving me one that's in a jewel case that was carved out of a blood diamond.
And yes, there is a movie called Blood Diamond, but you will get another retrospective about how people make diamonds. Okay.
Oh boy.
But I'm not getting into that. Okay, so.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it either. You guys get the idea.
Yeah. So, did you have fun, Tyler?
Oh yeah. So I mean, I really hope they get somewhere else, and plus, I'm thinking about other possibilities they can go with. Maybe we can get maybe 4 flashback episodes that focus on Leon.
Right? Because he's the very first Belmont, right?
Right. And, well, there are other directions they could go with. They could probably put your favorite in there, Juice-Day.
Yeah. It's hard to pronounce his name.
Well, yeah, some people always get it different. I mean, some people say it's Juice, some say it's Juice-Day. I don't know which at this point.
And yes, people, his mother is Sypha.
Yeah, that's right. And, also, well, and other... Okay, there'd be other cool ones they could bring in. I would like to see them bring in the Order of Ecclesia.
Oh, wow. That would be cool. Oh, yeah, that would be very cool, my friend.
or another one, let's see. Maybe they could bring in the Morris clan. Which are the blood... Okay, for those of you who want to know, the Morris clan, they're actually... They're related by blood to the Belmont clan, and they can wield the Vampire Killer Whip too. In fact, the interesting fact is, this was actually when they decided to add the Bram Stoker novel to the Castlevania lore, where Quincy P. Morris from the book is actually the freaking a full-fledged member of the Morris clan from Castlevania.
Yeah, and when I saw that, I was like, whoa.
No, well, it actually works in that lore, and I like that.
Yeah, and I do love the actor who played Quincy Morris on Bram Stoker's Dracula movie.
Oh, yeah, it's Bill Campbell, the Rocketeer.
Yeah, and my God. He is such an underrated actor because I enjoyed the Rocketeer.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these are the only two roles I always knew him for. Cliff Secord from Rocketeer and Quincy P. Morris.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, he got both of those characters down exactly right.
Right? Pardon the pun. Yeah.
Yeah. And other things, okay, they could bring that in. They could bring in the Morris clan, or maybe they could also bring in the Baldwin clan, too. If you're familiar with that.
It's been a while.
Well, okay, that's from another handheld game. God, I can't remember what it was. I think it was, Castlevania Hunter. Well, there was a case where the vampire killer couldn't be used because of a curse from one of them. So, well, the Baldwin clan, they came in and they created another alchemy whip called the Hunter Whip. And the thing is, it's not powerful enough to kill Dracula, but it is powerful enough to seal him away from this plane of existence.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, so that's another interesting aspect they could go with, or...
Yeah, but
Jesus Christ, there are so many different variables they could go with on the Castlevania lore right now.
Yeah, well, let's say that for another time, my friend, because we're almost out of time.
But as a whole, I really like the direction they've been going with so far. I mean, yes, I knew they were going to start it off with Castlevania 3, since that had the bigger cast of heroes to start with, and then now they're going into a adaptation of Curse of Darkness, which is the biggest plus I can give to this series so far, since that game was such an overlooked gem for years. I'm glad these guys are actually giving some attention to that.
Yeah. Yes, give them more attention. But other than that, Factoids, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And Tyler, thanks for being on the show again. We all missed you.
Oh yeah, and it's my pleasure being back. And I'm really glad we're talking about this, because we were waiting for this for about a year. And I'm gonna say, there are some parts I feel they could do better, but this is a case where you win some, you lose some. And I'm gonna say, the parts where it's good, it's really, really good, and the parts where it's bad, it's just like, meh.
Yeah, but...
I mean, it's not that bad.
Right?
I mean, unlike some people I've been seeing on discussion boards who have been complaining about a lot of the changes that they don't think are unnecessary, it's like going, oh well.
Win some, you lose some.
Look, I understand those complaints if you're very, very faithful to the Castlevania lore. I get that, but oh well. Sometimes you can't get it all.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, but come on, considering we've been waiting years for this, I don't think we should complain that much.
Right? But other than that, Tyler, just let you know that our Retropalooza video just got a lot of hits.
Oh, great! That's cool to hear.
Yeah, everybody loved the banter of us with Black Nerd, with Andre the Black Nerd.
Oh yes, and my Instagram has kind of been exploding. I mean, heck, let's see, Dreamcast guy, OK Chief, and Black Nerd, Andre. He actually paid a lot of likes to my post. So.
Well, that's awesome of him.
Oh yeah, those guys are really sweet. So.
Yeah, and yes, people, please like and subscribe my channel and the Comics Bolt channel, where you see all my videos of stuff that I get from thrift stores on the Comics Bolt YouTube channel. And please follow my personal YouTube channel, where you see a lot of stuff, because I'm about to check out this and the Traders Village very first comic convention this weekend.
Oh, cool.
So So you'll see videos and pictures over there. And Tyler, you have any shameless plugs?
Yeah, you can just follow me on my Facebook and my Instagram, TylerTouchdownCosplay, and or TylerTouchdownC on Twitter, even though I don't use that as much. It's mainly just, okay, most of the posts you're going to see on there is just me and Ed having back and forths.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not in a bad way, mind you.
No, it's all fun. It's all fun and games, people.
Yep.
Because right now, my social media is blown up because Red Dead Redemption dropped. That's why. And our good friend Elizabeth told me that it's 1 terabyte. I was like, jeez.
Well, yeah, because from what I checked, this is like over 60 plus hours of gameplay with the main campaign alone. I'm like, oh, fudge.
Jeez Louise, that would take up the whole memory of my PS4. Jeez.
Well, yeah, that's going to take up my whole space too, because I got a lot of crap on that one I don't want to get rid of right away.
Right? My goodness. Like, I'll have it one day, but it'll be on my shelf because I'm not going to play because I don't want. There's games I enjoy playing on it. I'm not going to get rid of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, oh god, at this point I might as well buy another PS4 for the hell of it.
Just wish you could buy another hard drive for it.
Oh, or yeah, that would actually be cool if you can get a hard drive plug-in to actually add on to it. That would be nice.
Yeah, but other than that, factoids, this episode will be up tomorrow on Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, I'm going back to Silent Hill because there's unfinished business I need to do over there. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And Tyler, you can say no if you want. Well, you want to come?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Same time?
Same bad time, same bad channel.
We miss you, Adam West. But until then, factoids, this is your boy Lex Noel alongside with Tyler Touchdown. And as always, keep the 80s and 90s into your hearts.
Yep. Yes. Stay classy, people.
Yeah. Thank you and have a good afternoon.
Yes. Happy Halloween, people.
Oh yeah. Happy Halloween and wait for tomorrow to get that discount candy. I mean, not Thursday.
Yes. Oh, I live for it.
Oh yeah.